can jump into the action, guys. Game number 3 on the way. What's your most favorite hot drink? Vanilla milk. I'm telling T90 you said that. What did I say? Ah, yeah, you can. If he disagrees, he's not a clever man. Jinghua was the guy deleting his castle playing Spanish on Hilford vs MBL. That's true. I'm so glad Acropolis was changed to Team Acropolis. Yeah, I have no idea why we had normal Acropolis in there. Makes hell of a lot of sense. I also would have liked to see like Lombardia or something over Ghost Lake. Simply to have like 2v2, real 2v2 maps or team maps. Okay, players now going for their boars here. Not sure if that was the right boar, but 2 in the middle now. So it doesn't really matter. If you are Mongols, actually boar sling might make a lot of sense here. Pushing some deer, and you can do something like Britain Mongols. I think synergizes really well on this one. You just give 3 or even 4 boars to the Mongol player, and let's say 10 to 12 sheep to the Britain player. Do you like step map for 1v1? What civs are the best in your opinion? I don't like it. It used to be Chinese, now probably it is Mongols. Mayans are solid as well. Is this live? Caught up to live gameplay, it says. I will trust that one. Want to see Aces make it way back. I had tons of fun kid playing it. I can tell you that you will see Oasis on this channel within the next year. I thought Killer B was moving to China to continue sciencing. Oh, I didn't know about that. Like, he was back to Sweden a year ago or something. You will see Oasis multiple times next year. I live with the tension.
Grayton?
Ready. Yay.
Battle of Oasis confirmed. That was a weird tournament, no? Felt really weird to me, yeah. Okay, he might have gone to China and come back then, because I recall him saying he was going to China for work at some point. Probably plus 2 years ago at this point. Yeah, he was back to Sweden quite quickly after that. Or not quite quickly after, but he didn't stay for more than a year, for sure.
Ready.
He stayed longer there than expected. I think he traveled there for work, and then kind of his food business kind of took off, which was kind of weird. Why do you let someone else get to your country and then he sells you what you already have? Guys, who did your team up with? Lux! If you want to know all about the teams, go to my YouTube. I made a video about all the teams, all the groups, predictions, how they should play out. Might be very informative for you if you want to enjoy the next weeks. Remember, Saturday and Sunday we will have the first opening matches of the group stage, including Germany against Netherlands. Vivi+Jibatong is better than Lux. No. Lux is way better. Yeah. I think it's not even close. I could squeeze Wonder Race timing to 26:12. I'm still looking to find a way to do it faster. Yeah, I will aim for 24:30 next time I'm doing it. Will you cast your own games? That's my plan. Is loser of this out? Only 2 teams per country? Loser of this is in Silver League. So yeah, no chance to make it into main event after that one. This is the qualification for the main event. Lux is the second best Chinese player. Well, in 1v1, it is probably Vivi. But in team games, I see Lux as number 2 over Vivi, yes. So what are the approaches here? Everyone playing Feudal Age, so no craziness. No shenanigans with any fast castles. Berbers, obviously lovely when it comes to Castle Age. Magias, lovely when it comes to Feudal Age opening. Jibatong, now go double archer range from home. Obviously, Tim dropping archer ranges at home as well. Is there a qualifier schedule or is it just everyone's getting when they can make it? Wikipedia wasn't helpful. Yeah, it's everyone when they can make it. Starting after this, your typical streaming times will, I believe, Saturday and Sunday, the group stage matches will be streamed. And AoE Zone calendar is helping you out, obviously, as well. What do you think of the map so far? Seems like a lot of small wood lines. Well, that's... do you mean Team Acropolis? Then that's how the map should be. Otherwise, team walling is way too easy. And if you mean like maps in general, I don't agree with the small wood lines. You mean the center? I like that. So that you have to expand more. I'm allergic to AoE Zone. Maybe just the calendar. I think maybe you could try that in homeopathic. I don't know a word that I want to say next. Numbers, masses, doses. Homeopathic doses is what I wanted to say. What are your thoughts on removing tracking tech from barracks? Imo, that tech was good. Scout rush was more interesting, having the defender to have second thoughts on doing that tech. Tracking? Do you know what tracking is doing, my man? I think it could stay there. I have very little... Like, I have no strong feelings about it. Line of sight for infantry. Yeah. Why does that change the efficiency of scouts that much? I think it makes men-at-arm openings a bit stronger. Where are the first archers here of Jibatong? Okay, coming over now. I'm a bit surprised how we are playing it here. Way more spearmen than we normally see. Tim, I think with 3 already lost 2. Now has to run away. Where are the scouts? The L on the other side of the map. Not sure if that's a good idea. Tim needs to run, but he can only hug walls. Can run around pikes without having them notice. You know that line of sight doesn't equal the radius of attack, right? And the aggro radius. So the aggro radius needs to be changed, not the line of sight. Oh god, this is so bad for Tim, getting cleared up completely. Good morning, Lily from America. Oh, hello. That was really poor team play. Like CL moving out alone with scouts into full team wall. That honestly was really well done by Jibatong and Vivi here. I have to compliment that one. And well, then Tim on the outside couldn't really get his numbers out. Not even sure if fletching was in there. Now lots of pressure. Need to get some more walls here. Even forced into stone walls, meaning no easy TCs for him unless he collects some. Where are CL troops? Well, now some scouts here is running away with those. Obviously Berbers, pretty generic there when it comes to scout production. Compare that to Magyars, already one attack upgrade and can build them quicker. Just Archer aggro radius increase with range upgrades? I'm pretty sure about that, yes. Should Trump just call GG already? Dragging out the game is a pro tourney like this is just BM. Is it a pro tourney though? Like I looked at the qualification and the pre-interviews, and it looked like 1200 at best. When it came to preparation, knowledge. And I didn't really see them having a good late game plan. Oh, scouts now diving in. What are the upgrades? Only was one, but that should be enough. Now focusing down the archers. Jibatong dives in deep. Scout numbers dwindling on both sides. But oh boy, Tim will lose everything again. And that is so good for Jibatong and Vivi. Hallelujah. Military advantage now 20-5. And they can just jump on it again. Walls are set up, but how do you even get onto stuff here? CL is now on the way to Castle Age. How is it looking on the other side? 500 food, 100 gold for Mr. Vivi. And 300 food, 300 gold for Jibatong. We'll just smack that one, and he will pressure this area quite a bit. Want to see a tower? Indeed, that's the only way to somehow hold, but not the prettiest walls behind either. S-tier tournament with C-tier players? Well, maybe. Clowns Cup, yeah. Do you think that the current meta favors more defensive playstyle or aggressive one? Pui. Tricky question. Current meta favors more defensive playstyle or aggressive one? I think that question doesn't make that much sense. The meta is basically the best strategy, right? So the meta always says what is the generic strategy that should perform best against most other strategies. So the meta is basically the perfect balance that people think at the moment between aggressive and defensive. So it's favoring neither. That's at least my definition of meta. Aggressive, I'd say. We are seeing much faster games across tournaments due to aggression, even in team games. Yeah? But then it just says, like, oh, scouts are in! How did that happen? This is so bad for CL. Again, he will lose so many villagers. No chance of rewalling there. He's trying to make a house happen behind this one, but we will get in there. Oh, this is so ugly. Oh, no. Archers should just split. Phew. Do you know hunt the waller? No, do you? Knights are coming over. We'll clear this one up. I think archers could just dive in and try to find the maximum amount of kills. Was he trying to make something happen against the only +1 defense knights? Triple stable by Vivi here with Magias. Hello, he really wants to inflict the pain. On the other side, look at that. 6 and 5? Is that a sling or what? What is happening here? We're at 23 minutes? Guys? What is happening here? How many knights does he have in production? Why not a third stable then? Why no second defense upgrade? This is so wild. Meta is what most people think it's best, not what's actually best. That's correct. What? No, that's wrong. Meta, like, like, meta is what most people on that level think is right. So meta could be different on different levels. Yes, that is meta is, but play style is not strategy. The question still makes sense. I think maybe rephrasing the strategy could help me. No sling to Castle Age? Yeah, I know. That's why I was so confused. Because, like, having 11 knights in production and your teammates still in Feudal Age just didn't feel right. That's why I, for a small moment, thought we saw a Feudal Age sling. Which obviously is against the rules. People's obsession with meta at lower levels is too much over-focusing on getting better. Well, if you play the meta, you're actually really, really good. And you, like, if you play meta and know everything about the meta, then you won't be at the low level. Like, diversing away from the meta makes you worse. Like, in poker we call it game theory optimum. So if you always try to play as close as possible to game theory optimum, there's basically no counter strategy to you. Say that to Hoang? I could. What will that change? Oh, crossbow's overextending here. Need to 3-volley those. Is axing now. Vivi wasn't around. Knights will get a good clear up. Jibatong out there alone. What a risky move. They saw some knights. Crossbows out. And it just feels like Britons and Berbers should really dominate Castle Age now. More range, cheaper knights. They will have some time where they can pressure now. I try. Let's speak about top players. Low players try to mimic it anyways. So, is the meta currently favoring aggressive players or aggressive players? Let me think about it. That's a tricky question, my man. Is it favoring aggressive players or aggressive players? Out of those two options, and I really like that you took your time really thinking about that question. I would say aggressive players. Don't you need to test out other things too? Poker, you know what's optimal. No, you don't know what's optimal. You don't know what's optimal. If you know what's optimal, then you are the best player in the world. What about passive-aggressive players? Passive-aggressive is only my chat and my commentary. You still play poker, Nearly? Well, from time to time. Does it even make sense to speak about meta without context? It has to be different on different maps, right? Yes. I'm assuming the person asked about Arabia 1v1. Which is a bold prediction, but if I ask back again, then we get even more confusing. In poker, you never know what's optimal because of lack of information, right? No. That's wrong. You try to play optimal against all the options that he has. Oh, now another engagement where we don't have Jibatong around. Not the greatest team play. This is horrible for Vivi here. I'm not sure why he's trying to take this advantage. Uphill and without his teammate. Ooh. Yeah, I have a really good passive-aggressive meta. Tim+CL should win this? Well, it is now Castle Age for them. Any idea when the November update is going to drop? Yes. Okay, Monk's around now as well. Are we trying to take another engagement here? Looks like it. Magias +2/+2. No attack upgrades for the Berbers. Now trying to take the hill advantage, but CL isn't fighting a lot. Now Monk from the side trying to get something. Jibatong not really getting the numbers in there. Lots of knights stuck in the back. Horrible engagement for Tim+CL there. Oh boy, Vivi did just smash this one so well. He is nicely ahead when it comes to villagers as well, but Jibatong slightly behind, so overall pretty even. But this is the time where Berbers and Britons really should have shined, and they did not. CL down to 7 military only. Hi. So many dead green horses. Yeah, not really fighting back too well. That was a big problem. Isn't poker about finding the worst opponent to have the gambling addiction? That it is one good skill, yes. If you always play again, like if you don't have a contest and only play against bad gambling addicts, then you will probably make a lot of money, yes. What's your favorite map, Nilly? Golden Hill. Wonder if Berbers will build camels to deal with the night raids now. Probably shouldn't with those crossbow numbers around. Camels simply die too quickly. Thing is though, if you play against bad players, if you improve your game, you can win even more against them. if you simply play better and learn more. What is the blue bottom left? Sneaky TC. 4 villagers around there. Did go around with them. Tim gets a castle up. Don't expect Yeoman to be researching castle age though. What is Golden Hill? A map. Water. Gold. Hills. Maybe check out NAC1. Was one of the standard maps there. And we had it in ECL as well. Really like it. Great for team strategies. Lots of green army now on the field. How many stables do we have? 4 stables here. Monks should get sniped quite easily. Knights need to run away. Lots of damage inflicted there. One monk down. The other one made it into the TC. Crossbow still fighting. Tim was out of position there quite a bit. Wanted to protect his castle from going up. 1 monk down, 2 monks down. Camel's now fighting there against the crossbows. Doing some really good damage. I'm a bit surprised. Now crossbows arriving at the left-hand side. That was a solid defense by CL. Jibatong is now getting completely cleared up. Not fighting again. But I want to see the aggression from Jibatong at 1 military. What is happening here? He's switching into Mangodai or what? Not a single castle. Only now. Oi, oi, oi. Up on the way to Imp pretty soon. But that will be really small Mangodai numbers. Oh boy. Vivi will need to make a crazy hold alone 2v1. Now camel numbers should be crazy. And camel production, we don't really have anything. But camel crossbow, they have no answer to that at the moment. Mangodai will take ages to get into reasonable numbers. I think Vivi should die here. Who do you favor in late game? Well, late game. Obviously, Mangodai kill everything. But I don't think we will get there. I think Tim+CL should be able to get stuff done. Is this B versus C? Yes, yes. Meta in sports games is a really interesting discussion in evolutionary psychology because it mirrors how different psychology ecosystems in nature eventually cause similar behaviors across different animals and plant species. But a single persistent mutation or evolution change can cause just one species to break the entire ecosystem. Similar to Hang being able to just about anyone with his crazy approach. It's like dynamic you can never truly figure out. You can figure it out quite easily. If you pick Civ, you're doing really well against him. Huang simply can't survive because people play random Civ against his pick Civ. Huang wouldn't be part of the... Like, that's why you never see Huang perform well in tournaments. Need to read my thesis next on stream. Doesn't Camel Archer destroy Mangodai? You're absolutely correct. Camel Archer count, well, is getting set up in some form now. Camels will deal with them okay-ish first as well. Pick the engine to Hang, build barracks, build before mill and grab the sweet free elo. Oh, there are lots of ways. Villagers now dying. 1 conversion there. Mangonel is getting focused down and will die in the back. Crossbow now diving in. Still very little army out. We only have 8 military from Jibatong. Those Mangodai are arriving now. Taking the fight uphill, crossbow dying. Those camels need to fight as well. Maybe focusing down the Mangodai with the crossman is a good option. Camels still fighting uphill. This is the best fight Vivi could have hoped for. Really good job by Vivi and probably poor job by Tim+CL, wasting so much time. Now Mangodai numbers are rising. Those crossbows should really just focus down the Mangodai that are splitting away. Realizing that quite nicely. Finally the hill advantage, and that was just such a patient play by Vivi. Didn't take the fight, even went up to him. Ballsy move, took that fight, smashed up all the army, and now I think they are in a beautiful spot. Should get more map control. Look at that aggressive castle. That is not the fight that Tim+CL needed to do. Both up on the way to Imperial Age. Now reaching Imp, but no army left to upgrade. Ay. That one hurt. Ay. What's the best team bonus for 2v2 in your opinion? Portuguese free cartography. Nice game. Big fights back and forth. Yeah. Team Acropolis is a really nice map. Oh, that castle will go up. What does evolutionary psychology say about that fight? A lot. Actually interesting to see there. Going for the gold. And Team Acropolis. I like that design, honestly. I really like that one. Does Portuguese bonus work with Vietnamese TC scouting bonus? Yes. And Burmese as well. So it looks like you got the measles. If you have Portuguese, Vietnamese, and Burmese in one team. Or someone just all over your minimap. Forward castle now. I think I would have loved to see that castle more defensively. Because, honestly, Imp Camels should just be really, really good here. Always push for Portuguese and Vietnamese in team games because you're newbies. Well, if you have 2 cavalry civilizations to complement that, still makes hell of a sense. I think that Khmer, Frank, Vietnamese, Portuguese sounds like a reasonable 4v4 Arabia's civilization pack. Yeah, British Ramgo against Mongols. Something you rarely see because it simply isn't a thing. Zitterliebe, hey yo! Going for some wood there at the top. Some expansion there in the center. Tim+CL still leading in score, but it just feels like Paladin Mangudai should be so tough to stop. How many gold miners for Vivi? Well, I see 20 now. Was pushed away there. Is trying to run around a bit. Sneaky stables there. Trade still not an option. Pretty poor spot here that he can't really build proper markets. Vivi, I think he didn't scout that gold. Oh, that is unfortunate for him. Probably has to build the markets up top. Same goes for Tim, unless... Oh, they might go for that one. Then you can squeeze in 1 market. Maybe 2. Ram defense now finished there. Still lots of camels and arbalests around. Won't be that easy to engage into that one. Magia Paladins now moving in. Arbalest finding an okay spot, but moving away from that one. Quite surprising. Yeah, okay, he moves to the Harbidiers, to the Heavy Camels. So that makes hell of a lot of sense. Elite Mangudai now to deal with those, though. And Paladins not really taking the best engagement. Camels moving away, and Mangudai, just such a good unit there. Mobility, damage output, firing rate, really good. Unless you fight uphill against Arbalest and Camels, then I don't like those too much anymore. More Paladins coming over to clear up the Arbalest, but also more Camels joining the party. Two castles up, but, well, no interest in taking into Camel Archers, as you can see. Still no fletching. Does he have bloodlines on Mangudai? Obviously, yeah. And we see Maghrebi Camels, so wants to have them healing. Lovely, lovely bonus. Rhino capture age dropped earlier for me. Worst change in D was Slav nerf, in my opinion. What? I'm not a fan of the new capture age. Well, Woobly capture age obviously was a beauty of a thing. Was Maghrebi only for camel archers? I thought it was for all camels. Yeah, it's for all camels. All camel units, as you can see. Castle now getting punished. This game could still go either way. Arbalest around, will find lots and lots of kills. No trade from either side. You spotted that one correctly, my man. That is a tough army to kill now. Where are the Mangodai numbers? Did he lose so many here? No, okay. Just snipe the trap. Now goes away. And that gold goes is going to CL. Shouldn't really happen. Tim and CL both basically pop limit now. On the other side, 140 and 140. That is not a good fight, even though it is downhill. But look at those Arbalest numbers. Hello, my man. Tim with 86 military on the field can snipe down so much from distance, sitting at 10 range there. No Yeoman on those. Harbor the attack now for Tim behind this one. And Mangodai, they love to take the fight from the hill here. Camels trading off. Still no one really setting up any trade. But simply there's so much more map control, therefore they get more gold. Paladin numbers are completely shreked. And as you can see now, Arbalest focusing down on those Mangodais. You see the shots coming up. And Vivi, he does not have enough stuff there. And oh boy, did they mow through those. Yeah, camel numbers completely dropped as well. Tough fight. Not sure if they needed to take that fight uphill. Skirms now being mixed in, not the greatest sign. Paladin still surviving. Traps in some danger. Arbalest, I don't think they need to run too far though. They can take the fight against the Mangodai, but skirm number simply too high. 28 skirms here mixed in, and that's why Tim needs to retreat. Camel production continues, and well, they're now going for the markets. And Tim and CL are going to take this one, seeing they can't really set up trade. Or was that a disconnect? Quite interesting that Jibatong can't really do too much, but no, now both players resigning. Tim and CL only one game away from making it into the main event. Hello. And Vivi+Jibatong might be out again, already dropping in Battle of Africa 2. Then winning the Silver League, but or was it called Gold League there? I think it was called Gold League, right? Which doesn't really make a lot of sense being the second league, but okay. What team is better between those? Well, we are here to try to find out, right? I said before I could flip a coin whose team is better, and I think it is likely that the loser of this team will win the Silver League. I think 1k for first in the Silver League. Something like that. Tim and CL now leading 2-1. No GG's again. Well, we don't have in-game chat. Vivi, he did a good job of holding there, but Mongols just take so long for the transition. I think they wasted too many of the crossbows. I'm not sure if Mongols are such a good pick on this map, honestly. We just saw Vivi playing 1v1 for too long, and Tim and CL just having a good synergy there with Berbers and Britons. Really good job.